What do you do when everything you built starts to fall apart? When the phone call brings bad news? When the diagnosis shatters your peace? When the silence from God feels louder than your prayers? In those moments, money can't fix it. Success can't save you. Only one thing holds you together: faith. Faith becomes your anchor when everything around you is shaking. Today, I want to talk to you about why faith is one of the most valuable things you'll ever have in life. Because the truth is, even when everything else fails, faith will carry you through. A few years ago, I met a woman named Angela. She had 3 children, worked 2 jobs, and was trying to hold her family together after her husband walked out. One night, after a long shift, she came home exhausted. She opened the fridge and saw half a loaf of bread and a bottle of milk. That was it. That was dinner for her and her 3 little ones. She told me she dropped to her knees in her tiny kitchen and cried out, "God, I don't even know what to ask anymore. Just help me." And do you know what happened next? There wasn't a miracle. The fridge didn't suddenly fill with food. But a peace entered that room, so deep, so quiet. She said it was like someone sat beside her and whispered, "You're not alone. I'm here." That same evening, someone from her church showed up at the door with groceries, saying they felt led to bless her. The next day, a local pantry called her name on a waiting list. And little by little, week by week, she made it. Angela's life didn't turn around in a flash. But her faith changed everything, because when she had nothing else, she still believed that God was with her. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Faith isn't wishful thinking. It's not pretending everything is okay. It's a deep trust that even when you can't see the outcome, God is still working behind the scenes. Faith says, "I don't know how, but I trust you." And that kind of trust shifts your entire outlook on life. Because when life tries to convince you that you're forgotten, faith reminds you that you are chosen. When fear whispers you're failing, faith says you are still standing by the grace of God. Faith becomes most valuable in the fire, in the grief, in the waiting, in the middle of setbacks that don't make sense. Remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They were thrown into a literal furnace for refusing to bow to a false god. But what they said before that moment is one of the most powerful declarations of faith ever recorded. They said, "Our God is able to deliver us. But even if he doesn't, we will not bow." That's the kind of faith that doesn't just believe in miracles. It believes in the character of God, no matter the outcome. They were willing to step into the fire, not because they had a guarantee of deliverance, but because they had a deep, unwavering trust in the one who walks with us through the flames. And what happened? A 4th man appeared in the fire, a divine presence. Jesus didn't save them from the fire. He met them in it. And he still does that today. You may be walking through your own kind of furnace: grief, heartbreak, uncertainty, or anxiety. But your faith invites God into that space. Your faith says, "Even if I don't see the way out, I believe you are here with me." 1 Peter 1-7 tells us, "These trials will show that your faith is genuine. It is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold, though your faith is far more precious than gold." Did you catch that? Your faith is more valuable than gold. Gold can be spent. Gold can be stolen. But faith? Faith is eternal. It connects you to the very heart of God. It carries your prayers into heaven and brings heaven's peace into your pain. Gold can't comfort you in the midnight hour. Success won't hold you when your heart is breaking. But faith will. Faith reminds you, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." It grounds you when everything else is shifting. It gives you hope when logic fails. It carries you forward when your own strength is gone. Maybe you're watching this and you're at the end of yourself. Maybe the enemy is whispering, "Just give up." But I'm here to tell you, don't. Don't give up on God. Don't give up on the story He's still writing in your life. Faith doesn't mean you feel strong every day. It just means you believe in a strong God, even on your weakest day. Jesus said in Matthew 17:20, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains." You don't need a giant faith. You just need a real one. And even if your hands are trembling, even if your voice is shaking, hold on. Because God sees you. He knows your tears. He hears the cries you whisper in the dark. And He's not finished. Faith is valuable because it endures when everything else fades. It's not just for the mountaintops. It's for the valleys, the sleepless nights, the shattered plans. Faith whispers, God is not done. He's still good. And I'm still His. Faith holds when the winds rage. It's the hand you hold when you don't know what tomorrow holds, but you know who holds tomorrow. So if you've been doubting, if you've been wondering whether this faith walk is worth it, let this be your reminder. Your faith is precious. It's powerful, and it's enough. You don't have to have all the answers. You just need to trust the one who does. And He's right here, still walking with you, still fighting for you, still calling you forward. God is faithful, and your faith in Him, no matter how small, is never wasted. If this spoke to you, I want to encourage you. Share it with someone else who might be struggling today. And if you want more encouragement rooted in the Word of God, make sure to subscribe. You're not walking alone. You never were.